Hi everybody! Today I want to show you 3 super easy DIYs which kept me quite entertained the last days of quarantine. And maybe they will help you as well, killing the boredom of those days a little bit, trying something new and creating something beautiful. All of the projects don't need special material or skills, so they are perfect for beginners. Let's go! The first project I want to show you is how to make this origami paper crane. All we need for the origami paper crane is a sheet of paper. Of course, you can buy special origami paper. I just use a sheet of my notebook and it's working perfectly fine. So just use whatever you are finding at home. The first thing we will do is making this A4 sheet of paper a square shape. For this, we are folding one corner like this to create a triangle and cut the extended paper here on the side. So that's our square. We chose already the first fold which we will need. To create the next one, we are turning the paper around like this and bringing the corner which is pointing towards us to the top corner. Try to always work as accurate as you can. This will make the result more beautiful and the work later on much easier. Open your piece again and create the next fold. We are bringing the 2 corners here to the top. Open it again, turn your paper and repeat this step. For the next step, we have to turn the paper that one corner is pointing towards us. Now we have to fold the 2 corners at the sides down to this one. The right corner, left corner, and in the end bring the top corner down as well. Okay, now we are having this small square. After this, we are folding the top right corner here to the line in the center. And repeat this on the other side. So we are bringing the top left corner to the center as well. Same procedure on the other side. And we are getting something like a diamond shape. After this, we are bringing this top corner down and repeating this on the other side. Open it again. The next step is a little bit tricky. We are opening the corners we just folded and bringing the first layer of this corner up. At the same time, we are pushing down the 2 sides and folding them to the middle. Do the same on the other side. We are opening the corners, bringing up the top corner here, and folding the sides to the middle at the same time. After this, we are folding the top right corner to the middle again. Repeat this with the left top corner and the corners on the other side. To create the neck and the tail of the bird now, we have to open our shape a little bit and fold up one side. This is a little bit tricky as well. Bring it up and fold it between like this. Again on the other side, open the shape a little bit, bring up the tail and fold the tail inside at the same time. Now we want to fold the head. For this we are just clapping down the top of this part, down, and fold it together. And the last thing we are doing is creating the wings. For this we are just folding the first wing down a little bit. Turn our bird around and do the same thing on the other side. And this is how you are folding an origami paper crane. Those birds are perfectly used as a toy for children or as a decoration in your house. I made a bunch of colorful ones just using paper I painted with watercolors I just had at home, and I really like how they look like all together. For the next project, the bracelet, we need wool, scissors and sticky tape. For my bracelet, I'm using 6 strings from 3 colors. You can use as many strings and different colors as you want. First, we need to prepare our strings. I cut 6 strings now, 2 of each color. Every string should be a bit longer than your arm. I will connect them just with an easy knot and fix them to my working surface. I arranged my strings now and sorted them by color. I have orange on the left, blue in the middle and green on the right. To create the stripes of the bracelet now, we are working from left to right, so the far leftist string is our first working string. This bracelet is super simple as it's only using 1 knot, which is called forward knot. For this, we are bringing the string we are working with on top of its neighbor, under it, and taking it up from here. After this, tighten it. And we are repeating it. Bring the working string on top of its neighbor, under it, and take it up. Tighten it. We will repeat this on the next string, the blue one. Bring the orange one on top of the blue one, under it, and pull it out. And the second time, bring it on top of it, under it, and pull it out. Next string. Maybe this looks a bit confusing in the beginning, but with time you will find your own technique and will get quicker and quicker. Alright, this was our first row. The orange string we started with in the left is now lying on the right. For the next row, we are starting left again. Do a forward knot and another one, and keep going in the same way. 2 knots on every string. When the working string arrived on the end, you are starting with the leftist string again. I just made 6 rows now, and you can see the first 3 stripes of the bracelet. I will just continue in the same way now until the bracelet is as long as I want to have it. So my bracelet now is long enough to fit around my arm, and I will end it. For this, I'm just connecting the leftover strings with a knot. If you want, you can cut the long ends, and that's it. For the macrame wall hanging, we need macrame cord. This is a beige one I bought in a shop in Mahalla, and a stick or wooden dowel, anything you want to put your macrame on. And of course, scissors and a construction to hang your macrame at the wall. This is my construction, just a hanger and 2 extra pieces of macrame cord where I will put my stick in. We are starting with preparing our strings. Every string should be twice as long as your future macrame. To attach the strings to our stick, we have to fold them half, that it's creating this loop. Wrap it around the stick and bring the ends of our string through the loop. tighten it. Again. Fold your string half. Wrap it around the stick. Bring the ends through the loop and tighten it. The knot we'll be using is called square knot. For each square knot, we need 4 strings. As we are working from right to left, we will start with the 4 right strings. Bring the right string on top of the 2 strings in the middle, but behind the left string. After this, take the left string behind the 2 strings in the middle and on top of the right string and tighten it. Now the other direction. Bring the left string on top of the 2 strings in the middle and behind the right string, and the right string behind the 2 strings in the middle and on top of the left string and tighten it. First square knot done. We'll go on with the 4 next strings. Bring the right string on top of the 2 strings in the middle and behind the left string, and the left string behind the 2 strings in the middle and on top of the right string. Tighten it. And the other side, bring the left string on top of the 2 strings in the middle and behind the right string, and the right string behind the 2 strings in the middle and on top of the left string. We'll go on like this until we reach the end of the row. Always groups of 4. That's our first row of square knots. Because I want to create a V shape, I will keep skipping 2 strings on each side per row. This means that I'm creating the first square knot in the second row with the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th string of the macrame. And as in the beginning of the row, I'm leaving the last 2 strings unused. In the 3rd row, we are leaving 2 more strings unused before we start with our first square knot. And as well in the end of the row, we are leaving 2 more strings unused. I will continue in the same procedure of skipping 2 more strings per row until my V is finally created. So these are my 3 DIY ideas for killing the boredom in quarantine. I hope you enjoyed the video and have fun trying them out. If you did, we'll be happy to see your results on Instagram. Just mention us on your post @afifywashere. See you in the next video. Ma salama.